If Mr. Magil's face seems familiar, it should be. He's been promoting Zoo Miami all over the United States and has appeared on numerous television programs, such as The Tonight Show, The Today Show, and now he joins us live in our studios for the WVHS News Show.
Mr. Magil, what a pleasure to have you in our new studio.
Pleasure's all mine. This is great.
How does it feel to be Varela's principal of the day?
It feels great, actually a little bit surreal, you know, because I remember being in high school, which to me seemed like yesterday, even though it was a long time ago. But I never thought being a student that you'd be invited back to be a principal. You know, you always look back to the principal like, oh, it's the principal. And here you are. So the lesson is, guys, you never know where you're going to be in the future. You can live the dream, too.
Mr. Magil, you've been the face of Zoo Miami as long as I can remember growing up here. What's a typical day like as the communications director?
I think that's the great thing about my job is that there is no typical day. You know, the things change all the time. I can be traveling. I've traveled around the world, whether it be Africa, India, the Galapagos, or I can be doing programs at the zoo. I can be doing press releases. I'm the photographer for the zoo, so I'm out there always photographing animals, getting them into our magazines, getting them into things like the Miami Herald, doing presentations for classrooms or schools that come to the zoo, doing VIP tours for celebrities. You know, I've taken everybody from Michael Jackson to Shaquille O'Neal around the zoo. It's a great job because it's not different. It's, you know, it's not the same. It's something different every day. You never know what to expect. To this day, I don't set my alarm to go to work. I look forward to going to work. I'm definitely not one of those people that says, oh, I got to go to work just when I want to go to work. No, man, it's a great job. Listen, when you get paid to do something that people pay to do, you know you've got it made.
Mr. Magil, as communications director, what's the coolest thing about your job?
The coolest thing about my job is just meeting different people and working with such incredible animals. You know, as a little kid, I grew up watching a small little black and white television set, watching these animal shows, National Geographic and stuff, never thinking I'd be able to see those animals and work with those animals hand to hand. I mean, to be able to get, you know, within 2 feet of a tiger, to be able to put your hand on the horn of a rhino, to be able to stand next to an elephant, to feed a giraffe, to have a 14-inch tongue come out and take a piece of lettuce out of your hand. These are things that make an impact. So I think it's the wonder of working with wildlife all the time is the best part.
That's amazing.
And Mr. Magil, how can our Vipers get involved at Zoo Miami?
Listen, it's a huge park. There's a lot of things going on there. First thing you can do is you can volunteer. We have some great volunteer programs out there. You know, there's a community service requirement now in schools, and I think we have a great community service program, so students should call out there. Call out there sooner than later because the community service thing fills up quickly, but you can do community service. And if you really want to get involved, we have a program called Conservation Teen Scientists, which are basically teenage kids who really want to get involved, and they're trained about the animals, about the wildlife. They're put in front of exhibits as ambassadors for the zoo, and they really have a great opportunity to interact with our guests while learning a lot about the wildlife.
And Mr. Magil, I have one more question. In honor of No Shave November, how do you keep such a nice mustache?
You know what? I've had this since I was 17 years old, and that's a really nice compliment. I like it. My wife likes it too, which is a good thing.
Thank you, Mr. Magil. It's been a pleasure to have you here today. Enjoy the rest of your day as a Viper.
Looking forward to it.
In other news, senior